What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of A Dreadful Day in the Studio. So the other night, I was with my man Carlos, who's a friend of mine and one of my clients. He is the guitar player for the band Narc, which I am working on their EP at the moment. And I can't wait to finish that so I can show you how awesome these guys are. So the other night, me and Carlos were drinking, and he started asking me questions about my Stealth, my blue BC Rich Stealth. And everyone always asks me questions about that guitar and how it got all scratched up and why it has so much character and all that stuff, because you'll see it in the video. And we were just shooting the shit, talking, and he managed to record all of it on his phone. So check out the video, and I hope you enjoy.
I don't let anybody play that guitar. And I let some people play the guitar, and bro, and they're like, they just play. Like one of my clients, right? He asked me, he said, dude, can I play your guitar? And I said, you know what? Yeah. And I told him, go wash your hands, whatever. He comes and he plays. And then I was doing some work, and I was like, let me know when you're ready. And so, because I was like, I have to do a lot of work, and he had time, and he was early. So he's, I said, yeah, you could go ahead and, let me know when you're ready to start. I'm just going to do my stuff. Next thing you know, I'm doing all this work, and I'm like, wait a minute. It's been a kind of a long time. And I said, dude, it's time to start.
What was he playing, like loudly or without an amp?
He was playing with the amp, but I had my headphones on. I was doing my work, and he wasn't super loud, but it was loud. It was loud, but not super loud. And I was working, and doing my shit. And I said, dude, it's time to start. And he goes, bro, I can't stop playing this guitar. Like, it's incredible. And I said, thanks, bro. Let me tell you something. That guitar, I have guitars that are triple the price of that guitar. But if something happened that I could only keep one guitar, that's going to be the guitar. People say, why? The other ones are more expensive. They're worth more. And I said, dude, with that guitar, I took that guitar everywhere. Look at it. It's all fucked up. There's paint missing. If you look at the back, I carved Gooz with a screwdriver like that in the fucking guitar. Look, I'll show you.
Well, this is digno de ser.
Look at that.
¿Qué tenemos aquí?
Dude, it says my nickname right there, bro. That's when I used to fucking play this guitar every night in every fucking place. I beat the shit out of this guitar. I used to hit this guitar on stage. Man, you can see all the fucking scratches and shit. Look at all that.
Show me with the light over here.
Fucking all the dings and all the shit. This thing fell. It got cracked here. This Floyd has been replaced already like twice from all the fucking playing and beer and sweat and blood that's been spilled on this shit. I gotta replace it again. These fucking fine tuners are all fucked up too. It's got cracks and shit. Like, look at the dents. I'm fucking playing this shit.
In short,
look how many holes this thing's been drilled so many times.
Of course.
Some more in there.
In short, what is this?
This is my life. This is literally like almost. It's over 10 years of me playing this and learning on this, and this was like my first really professional guitar, and to this day it is still my favorite. I have guitars that are worth $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 that are more expensive than this one, but if I could only have one, this would be it, because this I've made so many memories with this guitar. I have the other pieces there. There's some stuff I just took that off because I put new strings. But with this guitar, and look, I took out some fucking inlays there too. And like I said, with this guitar, I've created...
Tell me about this part over here.
Well, basically, originally it had EMGs. I hate EMGs. I think they're horrible on guitar. Great on bass, but horrible on guitar. So what I did was this volume knob, used to be here. And every time I would play, it would get in my fucking way. So what I did was, I said, you know what, I never use a neck pickup. Take the goddamn fucking switch out, and then just take this and move it. Like, take the knob that's here and move it over here and just cover that hole with whatever the fuck you can.
Yeah, it gives you a lot more space to
do what I gotta do.
Out.
Also, check this out. This was the first Dimarzio pickup that I ever played or owned and played. And so this was originally in one of my other guitars, the guitar I got before this one. It was a Washburn ML from, it was a Dimebag signature. And I ended up selling that guitar like maybe a year ago. It was beat up to shit too, like playing everywhere and all that shit. And it was beat up, and so I decided to sell it because it was just too much work had to be done to it.
Definitely.
So, but I was like, you know what? I'm never going to get rid of this pickup. So I sold the guitar. I took the pickup out, and I sold the guitar, just the body. And I took this pickup out, and I said, I want to save this pickup forever. I want to keep this pickup forever, because with that pickup is how I started to shape my sound. Playing Randall and stuff. It was this pickup that I started sculpting who I was and how I sounded as a player. And I never wanted to forget that. So since I had already gotten an X2 on here, I said, you know what? I'm just going to take this one and I'm going to save it and I'm going to put it in the neck. It's not on. Like, you can't switch to it, but it's there, and I know it's always there, and it will always be with me, because this guitar will always be with me as well. I told everybody, I said,
does it have a name?
It's the Iceman. It's the Iceman.
Iceman.
Yeah, man, because it's just a mean motherfucker, dude. And if you look up the story of the Iceman, but point is,
12,000 years ago,
done.
a man was found. Is that the story?
No. But point is, I call it the Iceman #1 because the finish was I think marketed as satin ice blue, but blue is my favorite color as well. And I look at it, like, every time I see it, it's just like, it reminds me of like this cold killer, man. It's just ready to fucking tear you in half. And that's exactly how this guitar sounds.
That is exactly how it sounds.
It is. You plug it in, it's like a fucking sledgehammer.
Show us some. How does it sound?
I will, but I guess we'll
That's something for another video.
Yeah, maybe something for another day. But yeah, this thing is it's just mean. It's just cold-blooded. Like, it's in your face. It's aggressive. It doesn't give a fuck. Like, you plug this in to any amp, and it's just gonna jump out at you, and it's gonna punch you in the face when you hit the low end, and when you're playing on the highs, it's just like a knife. It'll just cut through any mix, any live show or venue or setting, and it's just gonna make sure that this thing has showed up to the party.
Hell yeah!
Always, every single time.
And you can be sure of that because
every time I hit the stage with this guitar, people, the first thing they go, fuck. Like, #1, it looks cool, and it looks like it's been around the block. Like I said, look, this motherfucker's been all jacked up. There's more shit that's been, done. This shit fell face first. It was like, if you look at the fretboard too, I don't know if you can see it now. Maybe my text kind of fixed that. But when I was younger, I was a fucking dumbass, and I started shaving the wood with a fucking sander, like, really hard, and I fucked up some shit here. So
it's okay. We've all been there.
Yeah. Again, I've had to replace this Floyd like once already. It's about time I replaced it again.
Also, if you need any repairs or any sort of tune-up or anything,
I do.
Hit up my boy.
Now that you say that, I actually learned how to do guitar setups and everything on this guitar. I remember this. It's funny because I remember every bump that this guitar has taken and how I got it. Mm-hmm. For example, I know exactly how it has these marks. Mm-hmm. So, maybe 8 or 9 years ago, I was doing a repair on a saddle that was fucked up again, and I've already changed saddles twice. Now I got to change the whole bridge again because it's all fucked up.
Yeah.
But I was doing the work on my bed, and I didn't have an actual bench like I have now. And so I literally just took the saddle and I put it on here, and I held it with my finger, and I took a hammer, and I had to hammer it down, and I just started hammering away on top of the guitar, and it left all those fucking dents. So that's exactly.
Echando a perder se aprende.
Yeah. Like, I learned. It's funny because now I'm so delicate with my other guitars, my new ones, but with this one, I don't care if it gets hit and fucking dings and all that shit. And it's funny because this is how you can tell it's such a good guitar. This guitar has fallen like this, face first. It has fallen like this. It has been. I used to hit it with my fist, just play on stage and just at the end of the show, just like bam, 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 just hit the strings and the pickup rings. Like, look, the pickup ring is cracked from one time I just went and it just hit it. And dude, this guitar still plays so fucking good. It sounds incredible. Like, you know, you try to do that shit, the shit that I've done with this guitar, you try to do that shit with a Gibson, or, you know, if a Gibson takes the fall the way this guitar is falling, that fucking shit's gonna be split in half. So, you know, these, you know, this was a very limited edition too. I forgot how many they made, maybe like 100, 200, maybe less.
I must say,
maybe even less, maybe even 50. I don't know. The point is, they were really, really limited. It doesn't even say. But it was an exclusive.
Well, you can count on my say that I played this guitar and it sounded completely amazing.
Yeah?
I came up with riffs in about 15 seconds. We came up with some songs that lasted like three.
You know, that's one thing I love about this guitar is that it's a fucking riff machine, dude. Like, you put it on and you just want to play the most aggressive shit that you've ever heard, bro. It's like, or that you can possibly create. You literally just put it on and it sits so comfortably. And when you put it on, like, you know, when you're standing, it just conforms to the body so well. And dude, as soon as you hit that first, you just want to play the most angriest, aggressive shit, dude. So I guess to wrap it all up, I absolutely love this guitar, and this guitar most likely will die with me unless I have kids. And if I have kids, they better fucking earn the right to play my guitar,
Absolutely.
to play this guitar. The other ones, and the same with the other ones. Make them fucking, if they want to play it, I'm not just gonna give it to them. I didn't have any fucking money growing up. I was pretty, you know, broke growing up, and I had to fucking work and fight for everything that I have, and you know, nickel and dime and save my pennies and all that shit. Now that I'm fortunate that I have, like, you know, handmade amps and custom guitars and shit like that, you know, they're all in those cases. I got a fucking recording studio that, you know, I have. The thing, this is not all my shit. Like, I have so much more shit that's not even in this room. But again, that's all stuff that I worked for. And you know, if any one of my kids that I hope to have one day is gonna play this guitar, it's because they earned it. I'm not just gonna let them have it, you know.
Yep.
So, and if they're
gonna play Stairway to Heaven at the age of 5.
And if they don't earn it, by the time I'm old and ready to die, hopefully I get to be old.
Give it to some poor kid who knows how to play.
No, this shit's gonna be buried with me. Fuck that. No, fuck that, dude.
I was expecting it to go to some kid.
Fuck that, bro. This shit's gonna be fucking buried with me, bro. I'd rather have the worms get this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
What if the kid is amazing at playing
guitar? Fuck him, too, or her. I don't give a fuck, dude. This shit goes with me forever, bro.
And that is the story of what's its name.
Well, it's the Iceman. It's the Iceman,
bro.
This is it.
This is the story of the Iceman.
That's it, bro. That's all she wrote.